Welcome to Cornerstone Horsemanship. I'm Greta Cummings.
And I'm Sheri Billings.
And going back over our last year videos, we are touching again on the lead rope. So Sheri, what's different, better, I don't know how you want to put it, this year with our lead ropes?
Well, not a whole lot. We've been researching and coming up with a good tool, because that's what our lead ropes are, is our one and pretty much
They're our go-to.
Our go-to tool, yes.
Everything.
And right now when we're working young horses in the spring, it just goes to reiterate the fact that we've got a good tool that we've researched and we like to promote, to the point that I make extras. I have them in a box. I carry them everywhere I go. All the clinics I go to, all the lessons I go to, I have them available because they're hard to find a good quality one.
They are a good quality one because, you know, this is what a lot of people find, and I still have it.
Yeah. Sometimes it's hard to let go of old things.
Of what we have, yes. You know, but as a lead rope, it's kind of small and it's lightweight and yeah, it's just.
Well, what I know that
it works to tie my horse up.
Yeah, it works for it, and I know you kind of like it because it's a little bit smaller diameter for a smaller hand. But it's the weight. It's just kind of feels dried out, and there's just no real control over it. Where you go to the lead ropes that we've developed, they've got a little bit more weight to them. They hang real nice. We can hang on to them real well. I can get some clear communication in the whipping.
Notice I backed away before she even did
I got control with my rope. So, you know, this is just why we've kind of developed this and like to promote these. And also is the length.
I was just going to ask about that. What length did we finally settle on?
Well, we settled, the ropes are 14. By the time they're tied and adjusted to the halters, a lot of times they end up about 13 and a half. To me, that's just about perfect, because that gives you enough sending room, lunging room, and still have some tail.
Have a tail.
Yep.
To bite, yeah, because this one here, again, it works, but I think it's about 12 feet, and I'm reaching a lot of times, or I'm pulling on the horse while I'm trying to drive, whereas, yeah, I mean.
And it doesn't leave you the tail. Sometimes you can drive it and you just don't have, it's nice to have just a little bit of flapper tail for communication.
Yep, so they've been a useful tool. So now, our lead, this is the other end of it.
Yep,
so
all it is an end.
How do we attach it? I mean, how are we going to put a snap on it?
Well, our preferred halter is the rope halter. Now, we make our own rope halters too, but they're not rocket science. There's nothing special about them. What we like about rope halters is these knots. These knots hit just in the right spot on their nose. It's a softer spot. We can get the horses a little bit softer, a little more to us.
And we can communicate better with less pull, because these talk quite a bit more than the pull does, and we want to avoid that pull anyway.
Right, exactly. We're more about staying out of their face. So they bump themselves. They get to the end of the rope and they bump themselves. They run into that wall themselves. Then on the tie end, this is the part that goes underneath the nose, the end, we like to tie them. I like to stay away from snaps. The snaps tend to flop around. As soon as we start communicating, that snap will start flapping.
It has its own weight that makes it swing.
Right.
And so it does something we're really not even saying.
Right, and it makes them worried. Now they're worried, okay, what am I doing? So their nose is up in the air and they're worried about the snap. They're not worried about our communication with us. So we eliminate that by just tying the rope. So that's why our ropes have just a blunt end.
So how do we get this on there? I mean, we just tie a regular old shoe tie knot or something?
No, there's an art to it.
Let's move a little closer so they can actually see what we're doing.
So this is the front of the halter. So we come from the back of the halter through the loop and give ourselves plenty of tail. And then I like to wrap it about 2 times, like this. And then finish it off by tucking through both loops. I didn't give myself enough here. Let's get a little bit more.
This is how we get from 14 feet to 13 feet.
Right, exactly. And then we go through both of those loops. And the more pressure they pull here, the tighter it holds it here. So that's why it's just nice to kind of wrap it twice, get a little bit of dangly there. And now the more they pull on it, the tighter it'll get for you. But at the same time, you'll have some loose up here to help untie it if for any reason you need to get it untied.
So that's pretty easy. Just wrap it around and loop it through. It's not an actual knot other than just a wrap and
It's
secures
just a wrap
itself.
twice and wrap it underneath it and let it keep itself tight.
Cool. So if any of you out there are looking for a good quality lead that's not going to break the bank, because that's our other goal, is to be able to do this and not break the bank, give us a shout out and we can get you a lead for $20 or a lead and a halter for $40. May the grace of our Lord Jesus Christ be with you.
And the horses you ride
From our barn to yours.